Anyway, right, we're moving along with Surah 7, right? Surah Al-Araf, right? And we're continuing along with the conversation on monotheism, right? And direct references from the Quran, right? That there is only one God worthy of worship, which is not me, you, or anyone else, but it is the Creator, divine Creator, who created the entire universe, sustains the entire universe, and will dissolve the entire universe in due course. So 158, right? So the verse is instructing, Allah is instructing one of his messengers, right? As he instructs all messengers, right? To, to speak to mankind, right? And say that you are a messenger of Allah. But people won't really come and say, hey, I'm a messenger of Allah. If you're sharing a message, well, people know you're sharing a message now, right? So, but Allah is saying, oh mankind, indeed I'm a messenger of Allah. Allah is saying to Muhammad, right, which is the final messenger, right, to say, O mankind, indeed, I am the messenger of Allah to you all, from him, to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and earth. Right? There is no deity except him. He gives life and causes death. So believe in Allah and his messenger, the unlettered prophet, right? Meaning that you can't find the prophet, right, in anything that you search for really in the material world, right? Unlettered, meaning that it doesn't really, the prophet, right, which is a representative of Allah on earth, right, does not have or carry any meaning that you could actually find in the physical world, right? If you all understand what I'm saying, right? The prophet does not carry anything, any meaning, right, that could be found in this material world, anything of sustenance that is representative of the earthly realm, because the prophet and messengers of Allah, right, represents that which is essence, that which is God itself, right? God itself, right? And at the same time, we are asked to acknowledge that these beings are human beings on earth who've been through and are going through trials just like everybody else on earth. However, the essence, right, is unlike unlike regular human beings on earth, right? However, they are subject to the same trials, tribulations, troubles as everybody else on earth, right? So there is no deity except Allah. He gives life and causes death. So believe in Allah and his messengers, the unlettered prophets who believe in Allah and his words and follow that and be guided by, right? Be guided by the messengers of Allah. Right? So that's 158. Going on to 191, right? Do they associate with him those who create nothing and are themselves created, right? So as a messenger or a prophet of Allah, right, you are unable to create anything that is lasting, right? That is lasting, right? Meaning that you do not, if you create something, right, there will be a flaw in it, there will be a fault in it, right? Meaning temporary, impermanent, right? There will be something that is error, there's an error, right? If you create something, right, even if you create something, right, the verse saying that they create nothing and are themselves created, right? However, we see things and we've observed things, right, created by messengers or prophets and so on, but these things are not flawless, not perfect, right, and is subject to some form of error in whatever degree that it is created by, because it is created within the influences of the satanic world in which we live, right? So 192, and they, the false deities, are unable to give help, nor can they help themselves, right? False deities meaning those who you worship, idols. You don't see idols. We be pouring stuff, worshiping people on cross, pouring stuff on idols, milk, whatever it is, but you are trying to invoke life into something that doesn't have life and cannot help you, right? So 194, indeed those you polytheists call upon besides Allah are servants, meaning creations like you, right? Descendants, people who descend on earth, people who are born on earth, right, through the normal biological process, right? Those who you call upon besides Allah are people, normal people, born on earth through the normal biological process and are creations just like you, right? So call upon them and let them respond to you if you should be truthful, right? So, and you'll realize that people don't respond, right? A lot of times we'll be calling upon people and people don't respond, right? So, just note, right, that those who polytheists call upon besides Allah's servants, creations like you, right? So call upon them and let them respond to you if you should be truthful, right? So we pick up on this conversation tomorrow and continue this.